Welcome back to Know Thy Shelves. I'm Michelle.
I'm Rachel.
So, I have not read anything extra. I am still trying to complete one novel and it's working out for me. But I did the podcast book, so there's that.
Well, I completed Soul of a Witch, which is the last in a trilogy, the Souls trilogy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's the last one from Her Soul to Take is the first one.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah.
I just bought the second one because it's the deluxe edition.
The second one's better.
Is it? Okay.
Than the first one.
Okay.
But that's my standard answer.
That is true. Besides God Killer, you didn't really like the second one in that one.
Yeah. Well, the guy in the second one is better than Leon in the first one.
I gotcha. Leon, how can you go wrong with that name?
Well, the other guy's named Zane, and they're all demons.
Okay. But Leon, come on. But no, it's fine. Okay. So, what did you give that one?
That one got a 3.5.
Okay. Alright. Solid. Okay. Yep.
I think Her Soul for Revenge is like a 4-star for me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're going. Lasted 2 seconds.
Hey, you tried. That's all that matters. You stuck it on there, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I didn't read anything besides the podcast book, so I'm a square this week. Just a lot going on, so I haven't been able to read some things, but my TBR is ever growing, so there's that. Great. But
okay, so are you ready to get into our podcast book?
I think so, yes.
So this week's book is The X-Hex by Erin Sterling.
Yes. And our theme this month, if you guys didn't remember, is witches. So, some of these are very loose termed, but that's okay.
Listen, they had some kind of power, so okay.
Yeah. For some of the genres, it's a little bit harder to find things that fit our theme, but we're trying here.
I mean, our first two are definitely witches.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So the X-Hex is our romance pick for this week, or this month. Yeah, this week. We're doing it.
We're doing all 4 of them. 1 week.
Hope you're in for a long episode. No, I'm kidding. We only did the one book. Okay, so it's only one POV.
No, we got 2 POVs. We got Reese and Vivi.
Oh, yes.
Which is our 2...
Yes, our 2 main. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I forgot about that piece. So I'm not really sure where it takes place. It just said Graves Glen?
I think it's in Georgia.
Georgia? Okay. They kept mentioning Wales, and I'm like, they're not in Wales, so I don't know.
Well, he's from Wales.
Yeah.
Also, if you're in Wales, download the podcast. We're missing you.
Oh, yes. Yes. This is a perfect tie-in, 100%.
We have everybody else in the UK, except for you, Wales.
Man, don't feel called out, but you're called out. Fair enough. So it opens, the novel opens with a 19-year-old Vivian, who is our main character, or Vivi.
Vivi,
yeah. So she recently went through a breakup, heartbroken, been with a guy 3 months, and his name is Reese.
Not our precious Reese.
A
different Reese.
Yes, and it is literally just Reese. And his family is known for founding the family, or not the family, founding the town.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, they're male witches.
Yeah.
That are not warlocks in this book.
Yes. I'm not sure. They're really hung up on the term. It's fine.
Boy witch.
Boy witch. Yes.
The boy who would be a witch.
Yes. So Vivi is upset. It's kind of like a summer fling. And he forgot to mention that he was betrothed to someone. And that's why she was like, okay, fuck you, I'm done.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's like, oh, it happens in witches' families. It's like, you should probably mention that before you
date somebody.
Kind of, yeah. It's an important fact, but, he didn't think so, apparently. So her cousin, Gwen, right? Is that how you say
Gwen.
it? Don't mix vodka and witchcraft. It is literally in the first chapter. But yeah, so the cousin is like, let's hex him. And Vivi is known for not having a lot of witchy powers. She has some, just not...
I think she doesn't give herself credit for her witch powers.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she didn't grow up in witchcraft.
Yeah.
So she came to it later in life.
Yeah. So I can kind of see that. I felt like she was kind of not powerful. That's why she kind of hid it, or just didn't really want to dive into it. But it could be a little bit of both. However you want to take it.
Also, this is combined with the other witch book that I read this week. So if I get characteristics messed up, then that's my fault.
No, I understand. So something weird happens with the hex. Candle's burning a little bit too tall and high for no reason. So, of course, Vivi's like, oh, that's weird. Whatever. So, that's chapter 1. Then 9 years later, she's gone about her business. She teaches at the university. Yes, she teaches at the university. I was like, wait. Teaches at the university. Helps her family, so her cousin and her aunt, the ones that kind of took her in after her mom died.
Elaine and Gwen. Yeah,
Elaine and Gwen. So they run a witchy kind of shop for it is witchy stuff, but then it's also gimmick stuff because that sells, kind of.
It's light witchcraft.
Yeah,
witchcraft light.
That's actually probably a pretty good description. The shop is called Something Wicked. Go figure.
Hey, Ray Red Bradbury. How you doing?
So, of course, the annual Founders Day celebration, someone from the Penhallow household has to come and strengthen the ley lines of the magic in the town.
Yes.
Okay. So this year it happens to be Reese. So you can kind of tell where this is going. So as soon as Reese arrives in town, some shit.
Well, he doesn't like to travel via magic, so he's
a rebel without a cause.
Yeah.
He does it mostly to get back at his dad, because his dad's like a really powerful witch. Boy witch?
Man witch?
I like that! So that's like his, I'm boycotting my dad, so I'm gonna take a car. I don't know if I'd boycott in that fashion, but hey, you do you, Reese. I don't know about that. That's fine. So he almost gets ran over by Vivi.
Yes.
And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh,
it's you.
It's you. And he's like, okay, well, my car broke down. You want to help me? And she's like, nah. Drops off.
Yeah.
And,
because he's having the worst luck. His tire went flat, and then he tried to fill it up with magic, and it blew up. So,
and then V tried to run him over with a car, and then the statue tried to kill him.
Yes.
So basically, she doesn't feel bad about leaving him on the side of the road. It's like, it's not that far of a walk to wherever he's going. So she doesn't feel bad about that. So she goes home, tells her cousin, hey, guess what happened? And Reese is, he got home, or to his dad's house, I guess, if you want to call it that, because he doesn't take anything from his dad. So it's just his dad's house. His dad housed it all, decorated it in his style, which is very gothic, vampire feel to it.
Yes, this is not a vampire novel.
But that's kind
male witches.
Well, that's kind of the theme they went for his house. So Reese is, I don't want to say catching feelings again for Vivi, but he just sees her, and he's like, okay, well, I still want us to be kind of friends, even though it's been 9 years. That's what I don't understand.
Listen, I don't get their attraction, because he just shows up and he's all of a sudden, polka dots. I love polka dots.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, I'm falling in love with her again. It's like,
but why? Why?
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. I was like, okay, why? Like, what's happening?
Because you don't get any of the relationship beforehand.
No.
So I don't understand why they like each other. And it's been 9 years.
I don't either. I was like, okay. So, not even gonna fucking lie. I was like, okay, first chapter, okay, we hate Reese. Okay, got it. And then Reese shows back up, I'm like, we still hate him. Right? Like, we still hate him. Not really. I was like, oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't like...
Like, I really thought it was gonna be more of like a revenge, like... Not a romance.
Well, I thought it was going to be more second chance romance where she was going to have more like...
They grew. Yes. Kind of like grew to actually love each other, not just like a summer fling, which is kind of how it made it sound in the beginning of the book.
Yeah. Also, there was no banter between both of them. Like, if y'all hate each other, I need banter.
that is a very important piece. I agree with you on that.
Or he could have like flirted with her in like a Garrett Graham way, where he's like, you think I'm hot? Like, that type of stuff. And he didn't do that.
And his personality actually fits Graham a lot in that fashion. I don't understand. Okay. Let's take a step back. Sorry. Let's get back to the plot. Then we can talk about our hates and dislikes.
Our feelings toward this book.
Yes, okay. I agree with that. So, Reese is kind of getting suspicious, because he's like, okay, this is weird. I might be hexed. I don't know why he automatically thinks that he's cursed. Cursed and hexed are kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
And so he calls his dad, which he, doesn't like his dad. Doesn't get along with his dad, I guess is more.
And I don't understand that either, besides his dad being, like, strict.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can get why he hates his dad. Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah. I need a reason why, like a main reason, and it's not just because he's the youngest of them.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't. Legacy. Who knows? Don't have it. It's fine. So he calls his dad and is like, hey, I think I'm hexed. And his dad's like,
that doesn't happen to Penhallows.
Yeah, no, you're dumb.
He goes, fix the ley lines.
Yes.
And then
Reese, of all, like, invites Vivi to help him with the ley lines. And, like, growing up, or at least since she was been introduced to the magic realm, since she didn't grow up with it, her mom was very, like, rebel. She didn't want to practice. So she doesn't really know a lot about magic. She was always told that the cave where the ley lines are is very sacred. You don't
just go there.
Yes, you don't just go there. So why Vivi said, like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm not sure. But she's kind of having feelings too, like, God, I liked this man. I need something more than it was a summer fling, and that's kind of what we got. Like, in the beginning, the first chapter, it makes it feel like it was a summer fling. Really wasn't very memorable, but it was for them. I don't know. I'm not understanding.
Also, if you think you're cursed, why would you attempt to fix the ley lines?
Yes.
Like why would you even attempt? You're like, hey, send whatever his name is, my brother.
Well, it's something else, but he is nicknamed Wells. Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. Yeah.
Like, first of all, they must have hated him, is all I got.
That's his manwich name.
I mean, they don't like to be called warlocks, so I guess. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, he kind of gets placated by his dad. He's like, no one's ever fucking cursed anyone. Stop it. Grow up. Do your whatever. Do your duty. And so they go into the cave, go into the ley lines, and he attempts to charge them, and something goes very awry. A magical energy kind of floods it, and then Vivi is like, oh God, I really did hex you, didn't I? Because, of course, it was 9 years ago. Nothing ever happened to him.
Yeah.
And some of the curses that she gave,
which didn't come to, like,
no,
you hex somebody with certain specific things, and it doesn't happen. Like, he wasn't supposed to be able to come to the town.
Yes. And his hair was supposed to fall out because he has that flip over that she's in love with. I don't know. And then she cursed him with not knowing where the spot is. And then
the outside spot, not the inside.
Yes.
Be specific here.
Yes, I'm sorry. My bad. But needless to say, none of those come true. But it's fine. So of course, Reese is like, "You fucking cursed me," and she's like, "It was like 9 years ago, and it wasn't because I loved you or anything.
Because I was drunk."
Yes. So Vivi, Reese, Gwen, and Ellen, her aunt, try to research on how to break the curse. They find a whole bunch of information on how to give curses,
but not break one.
Yeah, which seems pretty typical. So, yeah. I mean,
also around this time, Mr. Percival or Sir Percival, the cat, learns how to talk, and all he wants is treats.
He does get better, but his vocabulary is very, very limited. Right now, it's just treats. Treats. That was a funny part. So, since Vivi works at a university, and it's also, they have some classes, witch classes, that witches take.
Yeah.
It's one for normies, and one for witches. So they have a very extensive grimoire library, whatever you want to call it, magical text. There we go. And so she goes down, and
well, she first sends Reese. She's like, "Hey, you go research this, and then I'll meet you there." I have a class.
That's true. And it's about an hour later, and he's just like, "There is nothing. I don't see nothing. I am at a loss." So then she comes down, or gets done with her class, and this is probably the first moment they kind of reconnect, at least physically.
Yes. Which, again, I don't understand, like...
I don't understand your curse, and you're still... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, you can say it.
I just don't There's a lot of this I don't understand. It's like, not instant love, but like, I understand the second chances, but I also feel like it's been 9 years.
They should have something besides they just had a fling.
Yes.
In high school.
Yeah, like it needed to be something a little bit more concrete for me to want to invest in their
relationship. Yeah.
Pretty much
like
how I felt.
It's like, I don't get why they like each other.
Yes.
At all.
Yeah.
Like, she cursed him. He doesn't even have witty banter. He's from Wales. You're supposed to have witty banter.
That is true. He's just very, he's like very easygoing, but yes, not enough banter. Doesn't take a lot of things seriously though. So
no, which is also why do you not have banter?
If he's not serious, yeah. I get it.
It's something I need in a book.
A romance book, yes.
Yes. And fantasy sometimes.
Yeah, yes. So, they're at the library. They're getting it on in this, like, really tiny study closet or study room. And then they start hearing yelling. And this is where we have the first kind of, besides Reese trying to get killed a couple times, this is the first instance where it's not directly towards him. And this is kind of important for the overall storybook.
Yeah.
This plot.
It's our first magical mishap.
That is very... You know what? You're taking all the good words today. So, they encounter a ghost named Piper McBride, who died in the 1990s after supposedly trying to summon a very powerful spirit. She was into dark magic, apparently.
Kind of.
We'll get to there. And so the university's mad at her. The head of the university is like, "You're gonna fix that, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, totes. How do we fix this?" So they're still trying to research breaking the curse on top of fixing the ghost situation. So Vivi meets Amanda, who apparently is from the college board. That's all we're supposed to know. And offers her a
Eurydice.
Thank you. You already knew I was going to need that candle.
Do you know who Eurydice is?
No.
No. Okay. She's from Greek myth.
Okay. Educate me.
She is involved with Orpheus and Eurydice is their story.
Okay.
He meets her, and on their wedding night, she dies. She gets bit by a snake. She dies. Okay.
Okay. That's pretty much Greek tragedy right there.
Yes. So he will do anything in his power to get her back. So he travels to the underworld.
Okay. Okay.
And he goes to the underworld. He makes a deal. Hades tells him, hey, you can have her back, but while you're in the underworld, you cannot look back at her. She's going to follow you, but do not look back.
Okay.
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 So he
starts
starts
back.
Yes. So he's walking out of the underworld. He doesn't really hear her, and then he gets right to the end of the underworld. Okay, He's not out yet.
Okay.
He looks back, and she's obviously there, but now she's trapped in the underworld forever.
Oh, so it was a you do this for me, and I'll do this for you kind of situation.
Yes.
And then since he didn't follow through, fuck you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Since he was not patient enough to not look back,
she's
trapped in the underworld.
Oh, that is kind of a dick move, man. Like, you did all that for love, and then you literally 2 more steps.
Yes.
I call it a Greek tragedy for a reason.
So that's Orpheus and Eurydice.
Thank you. I didn't know that story. Apparently. So that candle is supposed to recapture the spirit. And so now Vivi is going to be like, try to do that. She's just going to try to do that. I want to say the coffee shop is after this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So they decide to go to Piper's old house that she used to rent. And it's kind of an abandoned house at this point. Well, not really.
It's a haunted house.
It's a haunted house that the kids go to hook up. Yeah. Hang up. Okay, yes. So like the floors are kind of clean. So it kind of looks not like a really creepy haunted house, but still a haunted house.
Listen, ain't nobody hooking up in a haunted house. That's a bad
That is
mistake.
asking for fucking juju. Bad juju. Yes, 100%. So they get there and they only find out that it's a hooking up spot when one of her students goes and tries to hook up with a girl classmate. And she's like, oh God, I don't want to hear them have sex. They're my student. And then, of course, she's like, I can't be caught in this house thinking I'm hooking up with this guy. So where do they go? They decide to hide in the broom closet. What is it with broom closets?
I don't know, but they might as well just hooked up. Like,
I mean, we're getting there, kind of.
I'm just saying, they just like each other physically.
Yes. Which is probably the attraction. But basically, Vivi kind of uses her witchy power to create a distraction. The girl gets freaked out, and she's like, no, we're not hooking up here.
Which, why would you anyways?
Thank you. I don't think that...
Don't hook up in a haunted house.
Yes. Even if it's supposedly haunted, you just don't fucking know. Okay. So they have to find her altar where she's most connected to. And then they light the candle, and the ghost appears. Before she gets sucked into the candle, like Ghostbusters. That's how I imagine it. I'm sorry.
I imagine the candle looking like the Hocus Pocus candle.
Fair enough. We were completely on both field here. But yours is probably a little bit more accurate description, but I was just like...
Yeah, it was very Ghostbusters.
Yes.
But basically she lit the black flame candle.
Yes. And the ghost kind of says some things. She issues kind of a warning. What was wrong must be righted, and what was taken must be relinquished. And she states something about a pinwheel, stole something, and justice that needs to be amended. And then she gets sucked into the candle. So that's kind of the first clue they've ever gotten about the trying to break the curse, or information on pinwheels in general. So Vivi returns with the candle, goes to Amanda, and she finds out that Amanda is not from the college, that she's an imposter. And she is one of the normal humans that try to profiteer off of magical items. So what's cooler than a candle, Eurydice candle, is that it's actually haunted by a ghost. That's gonna profits skyrocket. So that's her deal. We're coming back to her in a little bit. Reese kind of, yes. I want to say I'm missing the freaking coffee shop situation, but maybe not.
It's not really important.
Okay.
So there was a potion. It backfired. It froze somebody completely instead of making
Like
the blue
Viagra.
pill. Yeah.
Yeah. That's also kind of the second thing, but they found out that that's where they kind of put together that anything magical can be fucked up in some fashion because of the curse. So, of course, Reese is like, hey, brother, will you locate the spell for me? Because we need to find Amanda. Because obviously they need the ghost. Why do they need the ghost? Because they want to hear the rest of the warning.
Yes.
Which does end up being helpful, but it's fine. So they find Amanda at it's like a, 2 towns over or some shit?
Yeah.
In a bed and breakfast, and she's like, oh my god, guys, here's the candle, I'm out.
It's like, take this candle, it's making it real cold in here.
Yes. She is like relieved to give the candle away because it's, I want to say not strong enough to hold her, but maybe not.
It's reacting weird because of
all the curse and
yes.
stuff. So they decide to let Piper out of the candle, which
fair.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's kind of one of those like. But before that, they put her in the stock room because they want everyone's opinion. So her uncle or aunt, cousin, and Reese and everyone to figure this shit out. So she's like, okay, we're gonna put it on there. We're not gonna fucking touch it. Put it around a circle. We're good. It will not get out. Because they did this, of course, at like midnight.
Well, you have to do it in darkness.
Yes, everything in dark.
Certain those days,
you know. I get it, but it's creepy. So this is kind of another part where they kind of get sexually active on the couch and
yeah,
in
the stock room.
Her poor aunt, I don't know. So this is kind of where we see his dad come into play. Great. His dad's kind of a dick, honestly. So his name is Simon. He arrives in town after hearing from his other son, Wells, or Lilo Well.
Llewellyn.
Just can't with that name. I just can't. So basically Simon is like, you want to stay here with the witches that cursed you? And he's like,
yeah, I guess.
yeah, kind of. I'm kind of having feelings for one. I mean, I'd rather stay here. So, of course, Vivi kind of sticks up for him and is like, well, aren't we the witches that cursed your name? Which I kind of love. This is like her standing up to the authority, the man.
Yeah, but he's, like, I understand him being mad at their whole family because they cursed his son, first of all. His son's not listening to him, like, you're cursed, you need to come back with me.
Yeah.
Like,
it would have probably been the smart play, but I don't know if it would have helped. You know what I mean? Because we just don't have the information. But, let's see here. Simon gives him one hint. Find a powerful ancestor. Well, guess who that is? Eloise Jones, which I don't actually know if it's a relation. Is it Ellen's mom or sister?
It is. No. I think is that?
I don't know if it said it or not. It's like
No.
a great ancestor, and
Yeah.
she's buried on the property. And the presence of a powerful blood relative should enhance the original hex to kind of get rid of it. Or at least that's the
goal.
That's the goal. So, they decide to release Piper's ghost to figure out the rest of her warning. And there really wasn't much after that. Like, she did talk about she wasn't practicing dark magic. That she was trying to get in touch with Eloise to figure out the true history of what happened. Yeah. And she wasn't powerful enough, and that's what killed her, or ultimately killed her.
Yeah. So something with Vivi's ancestor and Reese's ancestor and the ley lines is where it's heading.
Yes. And so apparently Piper explains that she wanted to contact Eloise Jones to do in regards to the ley line situation that was established in Graves Glen. And it's, I don't know how you say his fucking name.
Griffin.
Yeah. Well, mouthful dumb. Damn it. Okay. Griffin Penwell is his name. I feel like a Belby. Okay. Basically conned Eloise into, hey, I need help. Help me power the ley lines. Well, he does. He lets her, and then kind of
kills her in the way.
Yeah, finishes the job, puts like his, maybe I don't know. I'm not sure how he did it, because I feel like if it's her power, then how is, I don't know. Witch stuff, you know? But basically, she powered most of the ley lines, and Griffin, the Penwell ancestor, basically finished laying them with his magic power, and also got rid of her. And that history was buried.
Yes.
There was no ever mention about her. I think they said that she died of pneumonia.
Yeah.
And, sure she did. What if everyone died of pneumonia? Like, under really weird circumstances? Like, is that just an easy death or something?
Yeah. I mean, it's not an easy death, because you got, like...
I feel like you should have medical records, okay? Anyways, it's fine.
Not in the olden days. No medical records, no social security number.
Okay, so... So we're to the point where... Vivi is like, okay, well, I need to channel my ancestry. So they go to her grave, and I feel like this is where you probably came in with Vivi having a lot of magical power, even though in the beginning of the book it really didn't feel like she did.
Well, she didn't use her magic.
Right.
Is the thing.
Yeah, so this is the first part, or the first part of the book you see her actual magic power, I feel like. So she channels her ancestor, and she basically is like, hey, you're a Penwell, fuck you.
Yeah.
But she can also feel Vivi's love for him, because she has grown to love him. And her. I don't know. It's like instant love, which I can't grasp in my head.
Like, they haven't had dates. They hardly hung out. When they were hanging out, the only thing they did was, 1, they captured a ghost, and 2, just, like, hooked up.
Yeah. It felt more just a physical fling than a relationship, and that's where I just couldn't make that connection. But basically, Eloise is like, okay, well, Vivi loves you, and she's telling me that she wants to lift the curse, and Then she's like, okay. He's like, I love her too. Like, I would never do anything to hurt her. And
I don't know why they love each other,
but
whatever.
I don't get it. But basically, she realizes she's not strong. Or at least that connection isn't strong. And basically says, it's Halloween night. The veil between the worlds is the thinnest. And the curse is at its strongest. And then by midnight, he will die.
Yep. And the town will.
Yep. So will the town. So Vivi kind of gets out of her possession, I guess would be the best word. And she's like, I can't lose him again. Especially after them reconnecting in multiple ways. But basically she's like, light bulb effect, let's get to the fucking ley lines. And they're all like, okay. Like, what else we got going for us right now? So they realize she has a plan. They don't ask questions, they just fucking go. So she needs Reese to stay outside. Because for reasons. But, well, main reason is she needs her blood relatives, since it was her ancestor that laid the foundation for the ley lines, I'm sorry. And so she has her aunt and her cousin and her all in a circle. And put as much magical power into the ley lines to try to basically saying that, yes, the pinwheels come every year to strengthen them, but it was basically laid with their ancestry blood in more sense than one. So basically she thinks that if they can do this, they can break the curse.
Yeah.
And that's the thought process behind it. Well, it does happen. I don't know why I'm trying to think like suspense, you guys. I don't know. But yes, they combine the blood magic and heal, because like in the cave, it's like black, gross sludge.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, gross. It's like polluted, I guess would be the word that you would want to use. But yes, they do heal the lines and lift the curse. Okay. Yeah. Yay!
Okay. That's anticlimactic.
I know, it was so, like, yes. Anyways. So Vivi goes to work. Reese is like, I'm out, bye.
He's like, I'm going to Wales.
It's fine. So when the spring semester begins, Vivi has been asked by the college to actually teach some witchcraft-themed classes for witches, which she's not really
done before.
Yeah, she's kind of embracing her powers at this point. And then she sees Reese's name on one of the doors. And he's just supposed to be sitting in the fucking office waiting for her to fucking come. But yeah, he's sitting in the office waiting on her to come inside.
You think he was just sitting there, he's like, okay, what's the sexiest pose I can sit while she opens the door? I'm going to stay here, maybe on the desk, let's lean a little bit.
I can imagine him doing that too. But basically he said that he didn't want to be anywhere besides with her. Because this is where her home is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though he didn't really like the town, he came back for her because he fell in love. And that's the end of the story.
Fell in love for that booty, I guess.
I mean, it's okay to not have a reason to love someone, I guess.
Yeah, but in a book, I need, like, some connection.
Yeah,
that's not just physical.
No, I get it. I get it. So is there anything else you want to discuss about the book a little bit before we go into ratings?
Well, I think I've said my piece about their relationship. But I just wasn't like, feeling this book.
It's very different from the ones we've read romance-wise before. I agree with you. But it was lacking something. Like, I liked the story, I liked the plot, but I felt like it was just kind of missing a little bit on... I needed a little bit more view into their relationship, not just be like, oh, I love you now that I grew up 9 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of like where I was at with their love situation.
I just needed a little bit more, I think, character development.
Yes, it did lack in that.
Like,
yeah.
I need a better grasp on who both these characters are.
Yeah, and we really didn't get a lot of that.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Especially in the relationship. Like, we didn't get who they were in their relationship.
Yeah.
We just got that they were physical.
Yeah, the little snippets of that we did get, it was more just physical, and then they are, you know, the POV, he loves her, I kind of like him now, oh no, it's turned into love. Like, I kind of get that piece, but yes, I feel like it needed a little bit more character development for you to be connected to the characters.
Or you get, like, 2 or 3 chapters at the very beginning of their relationship before.
Yeah.
And you could see what they had before.
Yeah, because the first chapter really just gives off, like, oh, it was a summer fling, like Grease. You know, like, summer fling. And then kind of go off your own ways. And she was heartbroken because I think she did see a future with him. And that's why they got drunk and, you know, hexed him. But, I didn't see what he, I didn't see it. It just, the insta love kind of kills it sometimes, because then you don't feel like you're not connected and you don't really care if they get together, I guess.
I think it might be just that we're used to, like, darker romance. Not saying that, but we're like, when we pick up a romance book, it's got to have, like, more of a plot. Like, we don't usually do contemporary romance.
Is this considering contemporary?
I think, but there's witches, so.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I gotcha. Yes, I feel like, so, going into the rating just a tad bit, when I first finished the book, I was like, oh yeah, I liked that. It was a really simple, easy read.
Yes.
And then the more I think about it, and the more I'm talking with you about it, I'm like, oh shit, should I have changed my rating? Like, you know, like, and that's where I suffer a lot with my ratings, because I feel like the more I think about it, or the more time goes by, and I'm like, was that a 3-star? Is it a 2 now, or is it a 4? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of, so I'm just going with my base rating when I first
rated it.
Yes, I have to go that way, sorry. So, leading into my rating, unless you have anything else.
No, I don't think so.
I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I did, and now we're talking about it. We're not getting into it. But yes, I did see some issues with it, especially with the character development, but it's so rare for us to have a nice, easy read where I didn't have to use my brain a lot to compare to some of the other ones we finished.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I took it. I'm like, oh, I don't have to take detailed notes. I got this. Like,
yeah, like you just kind of breeze through it and not.
Yes, like that's kind of compared to, not saying the ones that we've done in the past where it's a lot of like information or detail, you know. I like those, but sometimes it's nice to kind of take a step back and kind of just do it nice. This is a romance. Yeah, there's witches in there. Don't really understand their relationship, but it works. Kind of.
Kinda, yeah.
So that's kind of why I rated it the way I did.
Because it was just a nice, easy.
Yeah.
Easy breezy.
It was easy breezy. I didn't have to take much notes. I was like, I got this. Like, on some of, like, especially the one we just finished, Internal Ruin, I killed my soul a little bit just because of all the details. Like, the information.
But the details made that story so much richer. And you got so much more of, like, character development, but of who, like, Susanyo's and Kidon were.
Oh, yeah. No, I love that series. It's a really good one. It's just kind of talking about it and having to make sure I got my shit right.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! I was like, oh, God. So, stepping into this, it was a nice kind of, like, okay, nice read. Not really spicy, you know, and it was still kind of a fun read.
Okay.
Going with it. So, what did you rate it?
A 1.5.
I knew it. Okay.
Listen.
I get why though. I understand.
Like, it was easy to get through.
Yeah.
And, like, that wasn't the problem. And there was, like, some elements of the story that were alright. But, like, I don't get your relationship.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
So that was the main hang up for you?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I understand your point. I get it. And if I had to re-rate it after discussing with you,
Yeah.
I would probably still give it a 3, just because I really did like the storyline. The plot was there. Like, I felt like it was a really good start. I just feel like maybe 100 more pages and it was perfect.
I just needed a little more. And I don't know if it was her writing style. It was definitely lacking in character development.
Yes.
But I just needed more.
Yeah.
Like, I needed more history about the town a little bit. I needed why he was so important to the town. Why he was so important to her.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, no, I get that. I just feel like the ancestry kind of feud kind of got me, and I'm like, where the fuck did you throw that in for?
Yeah.
Like, I understand you needed, like, a plot device for the ghost to not like the guy, but also, I don't know those characters. I don't really give a crap. Now, if it was Simon, like, I could kind of understand the hatred.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I also don't get how he was, like, so carefree. Like, nothing in his character was like, oh, he's just fly by the seat of his pants kind of guy. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah. Especially not having the banter, like you said, that goes with that kind of character. Yeah. It was hard. Now that I think a little bit about it, but, yeah. I stay to it.
Yeah.
You're fine. It's gonna be done. Spice level was definitely like
probably
0.
Well, there were some spicy scenes. So it was like a 1.
I can concede to that, I guess. Like, I didn't feel like it was like really
compared to the other.
Yeah, maybe I'm comparing
which
it to other
book that I just read. It's definitely low spice.
Yeah. I didn't feel like, yes, they talked about sex, but you didn't see any of that. And the most explosive thing was the kiss.
I mean, he got down on his knees a couple times.
Yeah, but...
Which doesn't also... It contradicts the curse. But...
Yeah, the main plus of the curse did not... Their explanation, or at least the author's explanation for it, didn't really sell me on it, I guess.
Because, like, it would have been good if there would have been a scene where they were, like, getting hot and heavy, and they couldn't, like... He couldn't figure it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. That would have been... Yes. But then you also have to think about if the hex or the curse came true, he wouldn't have that luscious hair.
Okay, we can have a bald guy.
Like, that's true. That's fine. But, yes. That would have been hilarious. But basically, like, the reason behind why the hex didn't follow the hex was,
he blessed the ley lines or whatever.
Yeah, he blessed the ley lines, but also her magical power, or Vivi, what's her name?
Vivian? Or the other girl?
Her ancestry. Eloise. Like, since her blood went into the ley lines, and Vivi was also there, her blood connection, it messed with the whole town's magic and not fulfill the I don't know. Like,
but still, the curse would have, like, been in effect, like, fully for him when he got there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if the ley lines were messed up.
That is true. Why did... So
nothing in the curse came true.
No, you're right. Because... Fuck. Okay, now I had to rethink about this. Okay?
Because it didn't matter.
So, yeah, he came into the town, and that's when, like, the curse took effect? Because it's only... their power only in the ley lines?
But...
I don't know.
Still, that doesn't work because he wouldn't have been allowed in the town. Because he's not supposed to grace whatever the town's name was with his presence.
That could have been the tire situation. It could have been the curse trying to stop him from getting into town.
He still shouldn't have been able to get to town.
True. Like, it should have deterred him, or like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, okay? It's a plot hole, a major plot hole into the book, and they do kind of try to explain it. I just really wasn't sold on the idea of it, and especially since, some shit happened before you even messed with the ley lines. Anyways. for you. So there's that. Okay, anything else you want to talk about the book before we go on to the ones that we are doing for the rest of the...
Don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay.
I think we're good with the X-Hex.
That was the X-Hex. Yep.
Gonna go in the donate pile, but it's okay. I read it.
Was this one you already had?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see. TBR getting lower. Not
Kind
really.
of.
I know. I said that. I was like, not really. Okay, so our next one is... Which one is this?
This is
Genre-wise?
our horror one.
Okay. Horror pick is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix.
Yes. And then our sci-fi pick is The Girl Who Could Move Shit With Her Mind by Jackson Ford.
Okay. And then our fantasy pick is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillian. Or
Gillig.
Gillig. I fucked that up. Sorry. About that. All right. I don't have anything else. Do you?
Do you want to spin our wheel?
Oh, yeah, we can spin the wheel for March. That's our anniversary, guys.
Yes. We'll have to plan something special for...
Yes. I was thinking that.
Okay.
Fun. Okay. So we decided to do all of our themes and put them on a wheel and let fate choose our theme for the month.
Okay. Just a second. It's got to load on my phone because I don't have my Wi-Fi on. Come on.
Hold, please.
Hold.
Okay, you good or?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a second. I'm gonna
Add
one.
Okay, so like some of the themes that we already kind of put in there, all of those, right? Like,
Yes.
so revenge, around the world, solo survivors. That's just kind of the ones that we thought were kind of interesting that would be easy to fit into our genres.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
try to.
Here we go.
Drum roll, please.
Ah. And we got
Nervous.
husband
Oh,
pick.
this is the one you were so fucking worried about too. Well,
Well, Kyle is not getting fantasy. Because he will pick Priory of the Orange Tree. And that's 1,000 pages.
I told it has to be under 600. We've already discussed this. But pray for us, guys. We might need it. But until next time, bye.
Bye.